Hey, welcome back to Submission District Podcast. I'm your host, Angela Chiriaco, and today we invited Hannah Martin, the judo athlete in Team USA, who is fighting in minus 63 kilogram division, and also who is representing team of NYAC, New York Athletic Club, and also representing Jason Morris Judo Club. Welcome, Hannah, to Submission District Podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too. Oh my God. I can't believe that I'm interviewing you. You're so cool.
Thank you.
You're so cool. I don't know. I don't want to make you feel like weird or shy with the whole like compliments, but then like I really admire you.
Oh, wow.
Especially,
well, thank you. That means a lot.
Especially with all the like the videos and the content that you're putting out on your Instagram and TikTok. Like you're just not only doing judo video, but then you're doing like a lot of lifestyle thing, and then like a lot of them are very hilarious too.
Yeah, I try not to take life too seriously, so I have fun.
Oh, before we dive into the question, our topic about the COVID virus and then how that's been affecting athletes, I have my personal question for you. So you're in Team USA, and unlike other athletes, you're currently in Germany. And I was wondering what brought you there.
Okay, so I've been living in Germany for now it's going on 3 years, but my husband, he has a job here in Germany. He works for the Judo German Federation. So he's a judo coach in Germany. So I live over here, of course, live with my husband, and I also get to train here, which is awesome. So I get to train at their Olympic training center here in Germany with my husband. So that's why I'm in Germany, because my husband works here, and also because it's a great place to be for judo as well. So it's a double whammy, living with my husband and doing judo here.
Oh, awesome. Would you say, or do you think like a judo in Europe is bigger than America, or do you see any difference since you kind of like go back and forth both in America and Europe?
It's a big difference because in Europe, at least in Germany, because I only really know the most about Germany, it's more like professional. Like there's more people doing judo in Germany than in the USA, and there's more people doing judo at a higher level than in the USA. So there's just more people on the mat. There's more structure, more coaches, maybe a little bit more money. So they have a lot more resources than we do in the USA.
That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure about Germany since you told me about it, but I heard like judo is one of the national sports in France. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. I didn't think if I ever go to Europe, then I would be able to train judo.
Oh, you could train judo easily in Europe. Like really, like everywhere you go, almost every country, like it's it's way more popular than the USA. I think you'll have a easier time finding a dojo in Europe than in the USA, honestly.
Awesome. All right. So with the current event, Hannah, everything is super up in the air, right? And then all the dojos are closed. It's been affecting dojo and athlete in both way. I was wondering how that affected you as an elite judo athlete.
Well, in the beginning, so they first started canceling the competitions in the beginning of March. Yeah, I was on my way to Morocco, literally like 2 days before they canceled the competition because of the coronavirus. Like the Moroccan government, they didn't want anyone to come in. And so I was like, all right, this was crazy. Like competition's never been canceled before in my life. And then the following week, we were planning on going to Russia, and everyone was saying like you needed to go to the doctor first, you need to get a check first, you need to make sure you're not sick, or else you weren't going to be allowed to go to Russia. And then they decided like 2 days before we were about to leave that they also were going to cancel Russia. And then also they were like, all right, then we're going to cancel this tournament, and postpone this tournament. And then things just started getting canceled. And then they just closed down judo, basically. Like they closed down, like every country started closing down. So we weren't even allowed to train judo anymore. So it just was like so crazy. Like I never like expected this to ever happen. Like you know, 6 months before, or not even like, 6 months before the Olympic Games, like this is going to happen. So you can't really like plan for this because no one knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, it's a big thing since like Olympic is postponed. It never happened. I don't think so. As far as I remember, it never happened.
I think they've been canceled before, but not postponed. So yeah.
Yeah, Olympic 2020 in Tokyo has been postponed to 21, right?
Yes, exactly. Yep. The summer of 2021. Yeah.
Do you think that's kind of like an opportunity for you to like, or the athletes who are planning to participate in Olympic to recover or like train more, or like do you think it's more devastating news?
It's really, that's actually like a really hard question because so right now, like we can't really train judo so much. There's no competitions. And then there's the question of when are we going to be able to compete again? Like nobody knows when we're going to be able to be back on the circuit. So like, I think there's like 6 competitions that were Olympic qualifying competitions. They were all canceled or they're postponed. So everyone's wondering when one of those competitions is going to be made up again, because there's like 6 competitions that are supposed to go towards the Olympics and no one's competed with them yet. So the question is like, when are we going to be able to compete again? And so right now we just have to, you know, you have to just have the mentality of just, you know, keep your training schedule the same as best as you can, because training at home and versus training in the gym is not exactly the same. But you just have to be, you know, positive and just have the mindset, okay, like eventually things are going to open up. Eventually we're going to be able to compete again. Even if it's next year, you know, we just have to, you know, keep going and not, you know, try to keep the motivation, even though it's kind of hard at times to keep the same motivation. But it's just, I don't even know. It's just a really hard topic because no one knows what's going to happen next.
That is so true. That is so true. When everything seems like it's gonna open back up like anytime soon, and all of a sudden like it's postponed to like maybe next month. At least in the military, things been postponed till like June 30. At least in travel wise, we're supposed to leave leave United States and then move to next duty station. I think it was like a May 11th or something. And then now it's postponed to like end of June. And then we don't even know if that's going to happen. That's the crazy part.
That's why it's very hard to plan, because, all right, they're like, okay, they, so for example, they like postponed the Pan American Championships. They're supposed to take place in April, like I think last weekend. And then they're like, okay, well, the Pan American Championships will take place June 26th. And now the Pan American Union is saying, okay, no competitions till October, you know? And then next thing we're going to hear is there's no competitions for the rest of the year. So it's hard to plan your life, really, and hard because, you know, things are getting postponed or canceled like every 2 weeks. So it's hard to plan. Like you're planning on moving. Like how do you like plan for that if you're not 100% sure like it's going to happen, because things keep getting postponed?
Yeah, that's really frustrating.
Yeah, I was like very frustrated in the beginning. I mean, I cried a little bit because I was like, man, like I really want to, like, I was really excited to compete and I felt ready. And, you know, it was just like really a strange feeling because everything was getting, you know, canceled. It was a little scary, you know, and now I just like, accepted it. I'm just happy that I'm healthy. My family is healthy, and, you know, like I can still, you know, train as best as I can for the moment.
Yeah, I bet. Because like you guys been like training so hard for this moment, and then like just everything just blew up.
Yeah.
But then you can't even do anything about it. Like it's so frustrating.
Yeah, it's out of our control. But you know, I think it's been kind of fun since we've been in the stay home thing. I've been able to train twice a day with my husband, like in the house. So I mean, we keep a good schedule, and you know, you just stay motivated as much as you can.
You do post that a lot on your Instagram, and then whenever I see the video, I'm like, man, how do you even like keep yourself motivated like that, like every day? Like for me, I just started to run from last week, and then it's more because like I tend to get super lazy sometimes when I'm like staying home. because like
Mhm.
I'm a type of person who has to go outside and meet people and do something. But because of COVID virus and everything really kept me on home, and then I've been like melting on the couch. And then my husband, because of military training, he has to keep running, and then he dragged me outside to run with him, and that's why I've been kind of like started to running. Like
Mhm.
I don't even know how you athletes just like keep yourself motivated. So like, do you think that kind of links to the next question that I was going to ask you? So I understand that not being able to train, not being able to go to dojo is definitely a big challenge to the athlete. Like, do you think the biggest challenge was a mindset or just not being able to physically train judo?
Let's see. You know, I actually the minds. You know what? I feel like I had a great mindset. I was very positive every
Mm-hmm.
day. The thing is, that was really cool was my husband. He like made us like a workout schedule. So we would
Oh.
work out at like 10:30 in the morning and then work out again at 4 p.m. So like every day we had like a schedule to keep. And then I think that kept me motivated because like, all right, it's not going to be like me waking up and then sitting on the couch and, you know, watching Netflix all day. It was like, all right, we get up, we eat breakfast, we'll train, and then we have a break, and then we train again. And then like we actually trained so hard that we were like tired after, and we had to like, you know, it was good to like recover, and we would sit and stretch a lot. So we kept literally like kind of the same schedule we do when we actually are allowed to train. Like, usually I train in the morning and I train at night. So we like did, you know, like a circuit in the morning or running in the morning, and then we would do judo in the afternoon. So I think like having someone with me who was like able to motivate me and keep me like on a schedule, I think that like helped me in this time period. Because if you stay with a schedule, then it's easier to, you know, stay motivated and not lose yourself in the staying at home every day kind of thing, you know?
I see. Would that be a kind of advice that you could give to other people, like other athletes who are?
Yeah, you know, even just not with the COVID virus, I think just in general, it's if you have a schedule, like a really good training schedule, then you stay more motivated. You know, if you like don't have if you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, maybe I'll go for a run today, or maybe I'll go to the gym. No, if you have like a set schedule, I feel like you will do it more. You know, you're more liable of doing it instead of like maybe I'll do it. So also like I was held accountable because we would also do like FaceTime training with like the other athletes in Germany. So that was kind of cool. Like we would like at 10:30 have a FaceTime call and we would train, and at 4:30 we also would train together over FaceTime. So it kept us all motivated, I think, to be able to do that.
And that's really good. I think that's a really good thing about like working out as a team. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like just in judo community or like jiu-jitsu community, like people really like are so passionate about keep each other so accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see a lot of my friend, like judo friends, who are doing that too, and I'm like, that's really good. Like coronavirus somehow, like people somehow figured out to connect to each other, like around this
Yeah.
virus thing. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's really cool. You know, I've seen so many people doing like Zoom workouts and, you know, Instagram live workouts, and it's like really good because people are like, you know, kind of bonding over this over the coronavirus. So yeah, it's actually hasn't been that bad because yeah, we're all supporting each other.
Yeah,
We're all in this together, you know.
it almost feel like people are bonding more over this pandemic crisis.
Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, I 100% agree.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good to see the positivity and stuff. And then hopefully this coronavirus ends soon. Which
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like I'm always saying, I'm just like finger crossed because I'm not quite expecting because whole
Yeah.
dynamic. But then I really just like hope this ends soon.
Same here, but yeah, I'm just like, you know, it's about to be summer soon, and I'm like, man, I really want to like go travel, go see a beach, you know, something like that. But I'm just, you know, I think I'm going to be stuck here in Germany for the summertime. So at least I have my
Hey,
husband.
Germany's good.
Yeah, you know, Germany, it's treating me well. I don't mind it actually.
I've been there twice in my life to Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's where you live, right?
No, I live in Hanover.
Yeah.
It's like more than in the north of Germany.
I really love that country. But anyway, we are on to our last question. I'm super sad. So last question is about what is your plan when this is all over?
When we're allowed to
train in dojo, when the tournament started to open up, what are you most excited about?
Oh, wow. What am I most excited about? You know, there's a few things I'm very excited about. I'm excited to see, you know, my friends and my teammates. I'm really excited to just like, you know, kind of just travel on a plane and go on a plane and go through the whole annoying part of traveling. And as far as judo goes, like, I'm so excited to do randori. I can't wait to, you know, get those like nervous feeling, you know, like when you're competing, you get the nervous feeling of, you know, you're anxious, you're excited. I can't wait to have that feeling again when I am able to compete. Like, it's like one of the best feelings in the world to go out and compete and show the world what you're capable of. So I'm like very, very motivated to show myself and to everyone else how hard I've been training during this crisis. So yeah, I can't wait till it happens. I hope it happens sooner than later, but you know, we don't know when we're going to be able to compete again, but I'll be ready when we're allowed to.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to see you competing again.
Thanks. I can't wait to see myself competing again.
I can't wait. I can't wait to step on tatami too. Like, I just can't. Like, I would just open up my closet and then see my gi hanging there, and then I would just like pat it. I know it sounds a little creepy, you know? But then like I just touch it and feel like, man, I just want to wear you.
Yeah, you know, like I miss the smell of like the mats. You know, there's like that smell of the dojo. Like, I don't know, I miss that. I miss you know the sweat and everything. It's just like something you would never think you'd miss, and I miss it. I miss it.
Yeah, that's that pain when you're doing like conditioning.
Mm-hmm. You never know how much. I was thinking, you never know how much you love it until you don't have it anymore, you know? So
yeah, I feel like a weird, like crazy thing about like a judoka is, I don't know if you do too, but then when I'm not doing judo for a while, I really miss the feeling of being thrown.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thrown. I miss the feeling of throwing.
Sometimes I mean, of course I miss that too, but then I get thrown more than I throw, so.
Okay.
I'm so noob here. I can't even compare.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I really like the feeling of like doing ukemi perfectly. I really like that. It's weird. Quite satisfying. I don't know.
I think because I'm 31 years old and it hurts to fall, I prefer to do all the throwing. I'll throw all day long. But yeah, I definitely have missed that, throwing people, or you know, just doing basic nagikomi or anything like that. I've really, really, really missed it during this time period.
Totally agree. There is like certain throw that I like. I don't like to be thrown though, like osotogari.
That's really probably painful. That is one of the hardest throws.
Yeah, it hurts. It's painful. But anyway, Hannah, thank you for joining our session today. It was very fun.
Thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to talk again in the future. Like, it was so fun. And then we'll see you competing again, like soon, hopefully soon. Let's cross our fingers. And then let's root for our athletes to get back on the mat and then compete and do the qualification for the Olympic, because I feel like that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, sounds good. Well, everyone, thank you for listening to our podcast, and next time we will come back with another episode. And meanwhile, stay home and stay safe. Bye, guys.
Yeah, stay home, stay strong.
Bye-bye.
Bye.